animals. Compared to animals, that's a plant's respiration is a very simple form. And here definition you can write the same way how you have mentioned under animals case. Here glucose in presence of oxygen divides or break down to release energy along with that releasing of carbon dioxide. This is the same process. No? Now see here, what are the respiratory parts are helpful for the respiration in plants? Generally in animals, as we can take example human being. In human being, we have the nostrils. All the many respiratory tract contains different parts: nostrils, nostril cavity, trachea, bronchus, bronchi, bronchioles, alveoli. Those all the parts are included in the respiratory tract. But plants doesn't have those many. Only some of the parts are involved in respiration. They are stomata, lenticels, and surface of the root. Here, stomata means which are the tiny holes which are present on leaf, These are helpful for the exchange. As you know, under nutrition, you have studied about the stomata contains two guard cells which are helping for the opening and closing. Stomata gives gases exchange. Gases exchange takes place through the stomatal pore. Not only gases exchange, not only exchange of gases, another process also transpiration. Transpiration also takes place through the stomata. This is about the stomata. You can see here in the picture also just kept for the leaves and stem both are. After that, lenticels. Next part which are helpful for the respiration of lenticels. Lenticels are nothing but these also tiny pores or tiny holes which are present on stem. These are helpful for the respiration. Of course, these lenticels has a porous tissue which contains the cells with the large intercellular spaces. It's helpful for gases exchange. Next, surface of the root or general surface of the root. As you know, root or root hair, which are helpful for the gases exchange. Even on that also there are the intercellular spaces between them. Due to that space, gas get exchanged from soil to the root and root to the soil. There is a process called diffusion. All the gases will get exchanged by the process of diffusion. Okay, we'll see in the next slide what is diffusion, how it takes place. You can see in the diagram here, oxygen is taking to the plants and carbon dioxide is giving. Here just I mean that plant leaves are helpful, stomata is helpful. Here I mean roots also exchanging the gases. The structure of the internal structure of the root where the air gaps are there, which are helpful for the gases exchange. On the stem also there is the small pores. Don't take these are the nodules. Don't do that. Okay, the small pores will be, they are helpful for the respiration. Lenticels on a stem, root hair, and stomata. Understood? These are the respiratory parts of a plant. Let's move to the another thing, how the diffusion will be. Here, we can easily understand gases exchange takes place by the process of diffusion. Already I told what is meant by diffusion. Diffusion means transfer or the movement of particles or gases or molecules or substances. In this case, we can write gas. Okay, how to define the diffusion? Diffusion is nothing but movement or transfer of gas or gases from higher concentration to lower concentration. From higher concentration to lower concentration, when the gases will move, that process is called as a diffusion. Movement of gases from higher concentration region to lower concentration region can be called as diffusion. You may define like that. Okay, how the diffusion takes place, on which conditions diffusion depends. Of course, the concentration is the main concept. Here, plants diffuses in two directions, depend upon environmental conditions and requirements of the plant. Requirements of plants, as you know, photosynthesis and the respiration both are there. In both cases, there is exchange of gases. How it happened depend on the two conditions. One is the environmental conditions and another one is the requirement of the plant, requirements of the plant. Okay, now see, gases exchange takes place by two processes in plants. This is the main respiration in plants, how the gases exchange, Here at in this photosynthesis process during the day, carbon dioxide and water in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, this is the production of C6H12O6 glucose plus oxygen plus water. If you want, you can write, and also some energy will be, or water you will write. Okay. Here in photosynthesis process, carbon dioxide is utilizing by the plant and oxygen is releasing by the plant. You remember that during daytime photosynthesis occurs in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, and carbon dioxide is utilized by the plant and oxygen is released by the plant. Now come to the another process called respiration, which occurs at night. How the process will be? Whatever the glucose is synthesized during day is going to used by the plant in presence of oxygen to produce carbon dioxide and energy. This is the respiration. In this respiration, what is happening in the respiration? Here, respiration process, oxygen is utilized by the plant and carbon dioxide is released by the plant. It got utilized and carbon dioxide got released. At night, respiration takes place because there is no sunlight to get the energy. In that, to fulfill the energy, glucose used to break down in presence of oxygen to release energy. Along with that, carbon dioxide gas will release. This is same like animals, how the animals are respire in the same manner. Understood the process of respiration and photosynthesis? Both gases exchange, how is taking place? Remember. And by the picture also, you just don't mind this. By the picture also, you come to know clearly. Here, carbon dioxide is taken by the plant during day, and oxygen is released by the plant. At night, oxygen is taken by the plant and carbon dioxide is releasing by plant. Okay. Here, you may understand one thing. Here, by the continuous exchange taking place in plants, differently in presence of sunlight, in absence of sunlight. So the gases which are there here in atmosphere, carbon dioxide and oxygen, they are balancing in the atmosphere. The percentage of gases are balancing by these two processes. So the values or percentage of gases are constant in atmosphere. This is the one of the major reason. Okay. And you have you remembered that in 9th standard you have studied about the biogeochemicals? Biogeochemicals are carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle, oxygen cycle. Those are the things you studied. There you understood that how the carbon dioxide again utilized by the plants and animals and again reach to the atmosphere. Same oxygen, same nitrogen, how utilized and released into the atmosphere. As such, the constant gases percentages are there in atmosphere. Okay. And one more question we may get here. From elders we used to hear, at night we should not sleep under trees, because now you understood that at night plants also release carbon dioxide, same we also release carbon dioxide. So around that where we used to sleep, around that carbon dioxide percentage will increase. Due to that we'll feel suffocate. Oxygen percentage is less, mean we can't feel comfort, no. So there will be some problems also. Okay, that's why elders used to tell, don't sleep under trees at night. This is the reason. Okay, this is about the respiration in plants. Let's move to the another thing. Just only God cells